So, you're trying to pick a new credit card in Canada. It can feel less like a shopping trip and more like you've been dropped in the middle of a giant maze with no map, right? Well, today we're giving you that map. We're going to help you find your way through.
I mean, that's the real problem, isn't it? You've got dozens of banks, TD, BMO, MBNA, you name it, and each one has this huge lineup of cards. It's so easy to get hit with choice paralysis and just feel completely overwhelmed by it all. So the big question is, where do you even start? Well, think of this as your personal guide through that maze. We're going to cut through all the confusing marketing buzzwords and give you a really simple step-by-step way to find the one card that is the perfect match for you. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll look at why this whole thing feels so complicated. Then, we'll figure out what you want from a card. That's your goal. After that, we'll dive into the great rewards debate, uncover the true costs, explore some of the more specialized cards out there, and finally, bring it all together to find your match. Welcome to the maze itself. I mean, every provider, from Amex to Scotiabank, throws these flashy words at you: World Elite, Infinite, Platinum. What do those even mean? They all promise the world, but pretty soon it all just blurs together into one big, confusing mess. All right, this right here is the single most important step you can take. Seriously, before you even look at a single card, you have to decide what you want that card to do for you. Just answering that one question is going to instantly get rid of like 90% of the options out there. It just cuts right through all the noise. And, it usually boils down to one of three main paths. First, are you looking to play the points game and get the most travel and rewards possible? Or second, do you just prefer simple, no-fuss cash back? And then there's the third path. Is your main goal to keep interest costs low, maybe to help pay down some debt? Your answer here is going to shape your whole search. Okay, so let's say you picked rewards, which, let's be honest, is the most popular goal. That brings us to the great debate, the classic showdown in the Canadian credit card world: points versus cashback. So here's the fundamental trade-off. On one hand, you have points programs. They can offer absolutely huge rewards. But it's a bit of a winding road. You gotta learn about redemption values and transfer partners to really get the most out of them. On the other hand, you've got cashback. It's just beautifully simple. A dollar is always a dollar. It's predictable, and it takes zero extra work. See, when you pick a points card, you're really joining an ecosystem, like a club. You've got Amex Membership Rewards, which is super flexible. Then there's Scotiabank's Scene Plus for things like groceries and movies. If you're loyal to one airline, something like a TD Aeroplan card locks you into their system. And for your weekly shopping, a PC Optimum card rewards you at their store. Now, over on the cashback side, the value is just crystal clear. You've got cards like the NBNA Smart Cash that give you more back on gas and groceries. There's some really solid no-fee options, like the Rogers Red MasterCard. Or you can step up to premium cards like the TD Cashback Visa Infinite, which give you better rates, but yeah, they do come with an annual fee. Okay, we've talked about the fun stuff, getting all those rewards. But look, to make a really smart decision, you have to look at the other side of the coin, the costs. And this is where a lot of people can get tripped out. Let's just start at the very, very top. Yep, that number is correct. $799. That is the annual fee for the American Express Platinum card. It's one of the most premium personal cards in Canada, and that number, well, it's designed to make you stop and go, whoa. But hey, before that number scares you away, let's get some perspective. The truth is, the vast majority of credit cards in Canada, a huge chunk of them, have no annual fee at all. Think about cards from PC Financial or BMO. And that popular mid-range, that's usually somewhere between $30 and $150 a year. That ultra-premium tier is a really small slice of the pie. And this right here is the whole game when it comes to premium cards. That $799 fee looks insane, right? But then you see it comes with a $200 annual travel credit and a $200 dining credit. If you know for a fact you're going to use those, well, suddenly your effective fee is cut in half. The entire premium card game is about one question: will you actually use the perks enough to make that fee worth it? Okay, the other big cost to watch out for is interest, especially if you think you might carry a balance from time to time. Most cards hover around 20% for purchases, but you can find dedicated low-interest cards that get closer to 13%. And a word of warning, the rate for a cash advance is always way higher. It's almost never a good idea. The one silver lining? Keep an eye out for those promotional rates on balance transfers. They can be an awesome tool for paying down debt.
All right, we've covered the main highways, but this credit card maze has some pretty interesting side roads too. We're talking about specialty cards and those high-end perks that can be a total game changer for the right person. These are your specialists. They're designed to do one specific job really, really well. Airline and retail cards are perfect for brand loyalists. They just supercharge your earnings with one company. Cards like the MBNA TrueLine are pure financial tools built to help you manage debt. And hey, if you shop in the US a lot, a US dollar card can save you a ton on conversion fees. So, what exactly are you buying with those big annual fees? It really comes down to these high-value perks. We're talking about things like unlimited access to airport lounges, statement credits that literally put money back in your pocket, amazing travel insurance, and even your own personal concierge service. This is the world you step into with those top-tier cards. So we've made our way through the maze, we've looked at the main paths, and we've talked about the costs. Now it's time for the final step, putting it all together to find your perfect match. If you remember just one thing today, please let it be this. There is no single best credit card in Canada. It just doesn't exist. The best card is completely personal. It's the one that fits your spending habits, lines up with your financial goals, and matches what you're comfortable paying for it. So there you have it. We've given you the map. We've shown you the main routes, the side roads, and the things to watch out for. The only question left is the one that only you can answer. Now that you have the map, where do your finances want to go?